Welcome back once again to this episode, The Burden for the Truth. I remember in the first part, I said I made a vow with the Lord that I'm going to put on this white shirt until this burden is taken off from me. The only thing you can see me do is to change the tie if I feel like, but otherwise, I'm going to wash this as over as, as I wish and wait until this burden is taken away from me. It's a burden. Like I said, I'm not doing this because I'm a super man of God or because I've got it all. I'm fallible. Simply means I'm bound to make mistakes, either in my words or in my actions. I'm not perfect. I'm pressing on to perfection. So please bear with me even as we continue on this topic. So we'll finish reading Ezekiel chapter number 8 from 1 to 6. We discover that God took Ezekiel from the lock through the spirit on the lock of his hair or his head and took him to Jerusalem into the temple of the house of the Lord. And at the entrance, he saw the image of jealousy. He entered the mall and saw more. The Lord told him, said, look at the things which the people of God were committing that has driven him, or the things that drives him away from his sanctuary. He said, this is just a little, you're going to see greater. So we'll move on now to verse number 7. Then he brought me to the entrance of the courtyard. And when I looked, behold, there was a hole in the wall. He said to me, Son of man, now dig into the wall. And when I had dug into the wall, behold, there was an entrance. And he said to me, go in and see the wicked, repulsive acts that they are committing here. 10. So I entered and looked and saw every kind of creeping things and beasts and loathsome things, and all the idols of the house of Israel carved all around on the wall were in the temple of God. 11. Standing before these images were 70, more revelation was coming to him, were 70 elders of the house of Israel, the GOs, the senior pastors, the parish pastors, the leaders, the elders. And among them stood Jaazaniah, the son of Shaphan the scribe, each man with his censer in his hand and a thick and fragrant color of incense was rising as they prayed to many gods, different gods, these gods. 12. Then he said to me, Son of man, do you see what the elders of the house of Israel do in the dark? What they do behind closed doors? Each man in his secret room of carved images, for they say, the Lord does not see us. The Lord has abandoned the land. He also said to me, listen, guy, listen, Ezekiel, yet more you will see even greater repulsive acts which they are committing. He said, this is not much. You're going to see greater. So he revealed to him what the elders were doing behind the scene, behind closed doors. They were worshiping idols. And I told us before, I said, listen, most of the places of worship that we call church, they don't worship God. They are calling upon different gods in the name of the God that we serve. They use our Bible, they use everything that we use, but it is not the God, the true God that they are serving. The same thing was happening in the church, in the temple. They were calling upon strange gods in the name of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He said, Ezekiel, wait. You're going to see greater. You're going to see more. Let's go a little bit down and see. Verse number 14. Then he brought me to the entrance of the north gate of the Lord's house. The Lord's house, capital. Remember I said whenever you see Lord in capital means Jehovah. But in small letter, but when you have the L in capital, but others in small letter, it is Adonai. And behold, women are sitting. Women were sitting there weeping for Tammuz. He said to me, do you see this, son of man? Yet you will see still greater repulsive acts than this that they are committing. Women, we have just seen the men, the elders. Now these are women, whatever you call them in the church, women group, mothers group, Mother's Day, and all the leaders in their own. So the men have theirs, the women also have theirs. The women were worshiping idols. There are so many witches in the church called leaders. Some of them, they lay hands on you. The men, they are wizards. Some of them are in secret courts. He said, this is just a little, you're going to see greater. So he began to take him from one place just for him to see the things happening. I want to stop here. We'll come back again. I just pray that at the end of this series, that we will all return back to the Lord. Also, be careful of the places that we call places of worship. I mean, religion has blinded us, limited us, and has taken us away from the true worship, the true fellowship, which has to do with intimacy or relationship with God. It is not about religion. That's why I told us that religion is dead and gone. The era of the church, the gathering of witches is gone. What we have right now is relationship in the kingdom of God. It's about the kingdom business now, not the church business. May Lord have mercy.